Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. Welcome to my weekly log, week 1 RAG pipeline. So a quick one, because this was quite last minute, as I went on vacation on these last 3 days. But I managed to do some learning, as I promised to explore more on RAG pipeline. Okay, RAG pipeline, let's go straight into the project. So first of all, I managed to code a simple RAG from scratch, where I learned about what is retrieval augmented generation. So basically, it's a combine a method where we can improve large language model performance by incorporating some external resource, which is the one that we want it to be focused on and has more accurate answers. So in this application, I start with a simple RAG application where it will ask a user to ask and the chatbot to respond, typically a normal chatbot like ChatGPT and Gemini and etc. I bet everyone knows this and use. So it has two components, which is the retrieval model, which fetch the information and also use an external knowledge source. Can be anything, a database or search engine or any information repository, and also a language model, the model that we often use in ChatGPT or Gemini and other frontier model available in public. So here it's mentioning that there were several ways to use RAG, which is graph RAG, hybrid RAG, hierarchical RAG, and this what I'm trying to do is the simple RAG system that only retrieve information with the predefined dataset and also generate response based on the retrieved knowledge. So before we go anything, so here is my README. Here is how to use it and how to run, how to test. I also did some testing here, and this I just copied it from the article, and here are some enhancement I did. And what I did is remove the demo file and to a structure where I can understand better. And here what the code are doing from the workflow. This is more complex than what it was. Initially it was just a demo.py. So what I did here is I separate it into a few files that they serve a more specific workflow. Like here we have I've created a diagram where first it will load the docs, and second it will index the document that have been chunks, and third it will embedded it using the Ollama API, and then fourth it will store once it's embedded, and then query and upset the vector database, and then five it will guard the user questions, and 6 it will retrieve into the same RAG pipeline, and then it will embed the prompt, and then it will also search the vector store. So here at 9 it will sim the response between the vector and Ollama API. It will and then generate the response in the main API, and also give query what it has in the vector DB, and then give the specific answer that has been curated to be more accurate from what the dataset has been stored in the vector. So here are some more detailed. So here we can see the knowledge base exists. I will load the chunks and add a new chunk if it not exist in the current vector DB. So I can ask the question about cats, since my dataset is mainly about cat facts. So 2 cats can fly. Here we can see retrieve knowledge inside the facts, and also here we can see the answer that it will give us. So do cats eat dogs? So if they don't know, they will say I don't know. As we mentioned in the code base, we already defined. So here where I mentioned. Okay, next we go into the MongoDB Vector Atlas. So another stuff that I learned was this RAG with MongoDB, which is I utilize MongoDB for my I would say my vector search and also some voyage. So let's see my first main branch, where I just follow all the code summary and etc. From this courses, and let me explain a little bit. So first of all, they have this sample. So the sample was a petabyte PDF. Have this they have this few function where they load data, and have this Mongo client, chat OpenAI, Voyage AI embedding, and all the library. So here we can see it use Mongo client to create the chunks and use the library PyPDF loader to load the PDF and get the text into, and also use the, I would say this is the Voyage, or this is the language model, Open API to create a, I would say embeddings, so that after use the AI embeddings we can store it inside the vector store, which is the MongoDB. Next, the RAG file, it will use to embed the data, to search, to use the Atlas vector search, and then query to act as a retriever, and it has its own configurations like score threshold, prefilter, K, and I think there's more. And then lastly, it will go into the generation where it combine the vector search and also the LLM. So here is the template for the prompt, custom RAG prompt. So I would say it's here, and then finally it combine the RAG prompt, LLM, and the response parser to give the query answer for the user. So in this application, the question will only be given directly since it's just query from code. So the improvement I did was this one. Yeah, okay. So what I did was I restructured, of course, and also make sure I can use the MongoDB Atlas correctly. So let me go through my old version, where my own version I unable to use the free tier of Voyage, so I had to choose to migrate it to use Chat Olama, which is the local AI model. Less powerful, but it still works the same theoretically. It is less accurate and less fancy. And then also the embedding also from the Olama. I use the previous style of model to do the embedding and also the language. It's just that this one stored instead of quite Qdn, it stores in the MongoDB cloud, and also use the MongoDB Atlas vector search function. So here it load the data from using the PyPDF, and then you get the Olama base URL for embedding and language, and it will, after it connected, it will prompt and also extract the data inside to be embedded, and then it stores into the MongoDB. So I hope yep, after it stores, it will go into this RAG files, and here where it will do the vector search and do the embeddings, also do the query as we did before. And then next is the generator. So the generator will just generate the answer from our embedded model and also language model, which is Olama, and use the query data we got here. So, and then yep, just write your answer or question here, and then receive the answer within the terminal once we run it. So it's quite similar to the simple RAG. To share some how it works is, here I can create a vector search index with this configuration, where the dimension should be following my current model dimension, and the path should be the same, and similarity need to be the same also with my code. And here are the results. So like if I ask who wrote the little MongoDB books, it will answer the correct answer, which is Carl Seguin, based on the datasets feed from the sample. Here we can see all the embedded query model. So these are the drawing, so the model, the diagram, the technical model, where I can show you how the process work to be able to use MongoDB Atlas with vector search. We got data ingestion, PDF docs using the library, and got the raw text and chunks it, and use the local vector embedding and upload into the MongoDB Atlas vector search, and user give their own query, and then also it will also go to the retriever MongoDB Atlas vector search, and it will provide relevant context, then the prompt that we have customized, and also finally give the LLM response. Similar here. And then here I have the prerequisite to run the code by yourself. So that's all. I would love to share more on Voyage AI, which I am able to use here due to the free tier limited capability. So next will be next week I will focus more on the enhancement, and also be updating my blog and update my portfolio, a little bit revamp, and also deeper RAG works, and a little bit of infra. Thank you.